And for much of the week ahead, a little bit of a minor warming trend. SFO, no delays happening there. Always good news to hear. And I checked a lot of the major airports around the country. It looks pretty good as well. So, your friends coming in from out of town this weekend. Looks good on that front. Up to Tahoe, you ask? Upper 40s, it looks like, for the period. Dry, which is the story for most of the region, all the way for the week ahead. It's next weekend things get interesting. We'll walk into that in a bit. 30 for Santa Rosa, 38 for Napa, but elsewhere it's pretty much into the 40s, and this is even with those offshore winds. Now, the winds sometimes keep temperatures support a little bit, even though it is dry air that's at work here. We're losing those as we get into the afternoon, but the moisture, we're still banking off of a dry atmosphere. Going into the afternoon today, drops off. You can see off to the East Bay. Overnight, a little wrinkle, some moisture tries to sneak back in here. That marine layer is trying to come back again, drying out during the day on Sunday, and again comes back for a little bit of an overnight recovery. It is very still modest. Usually in the morning hours, this is a ring of green right around the bay like that. So we're still going to be banking off of a fairly dry atmosphere. Not much change coming in from the Pacific. Maybe some scattered clouds early part of the week. Then it's quiet for the remainder of the week. We start to warm up, and this thing gets all wound up here, and bang, on Saturday. Well, some of the models say as early as that. Looks like a chance of rain try to develop. Now we're getting some consensus that the models are starting to agree something's going to happen over the weekend, but we're disagreeing on timing through all of this. So kind of put a pencil note there, a little post-it note to get back to you for next weekend. But at least it'll be dry going into the holiday. 4-zone forecast for this Saturday. We're at 63 San Francisco, about 60 hugging the coast. Bayside, 63 going on for Burlingame, 65 Foster City, Palo Alto at 64. In the South Bay, mid to upper 60s in some locations. Mid-60s East Bay shoreline. Actually, a little cooler in some spots over the East Bay Hills there. A little drier air at work here. 64 for Walnut Creek, 63 for Concord, 61 Berkeley. Vallejo at a 60, 64 for Fairfield. Napa 64 and 67 coming in for Santa Rosa. 7-day forecast comes in like this. Here's a gradual warming trend, it looks like, getting up to around 70. These overnight lows with the dry air, though, still maintaining into the 30s. So it's a little chilly to get the day started. Nice recovery there by Thursday. And he's shaking his thing. That's the big day on your Thursday. Sarah.